Hey YouTube, it's MIgardener and I'm here with the week 19 garden update. It's crazy, I know. We got 19 weeks into the garden and it looks fantastic. So today Luke and I went on a shopping spree of sorts and we got a few things to decorate the garden. We also got some compost as well as plant labels and all that. We got these cute little lights that are throughout the garden. Pretty nice. Meijer was having a big sale today, so we decided, hey, why not? And here's the herb bed. We do have sprouts. I'm sorry, my shadow's in there. It's kind of sunny, but there are storm clouds behind me, so I'm trying to get this done before the storm comes. There are the little basil sprouts. So we're going to have a herb garden really soon here. It's the time. Time is sprouting. Luke did plant some oregano over there, where you can see the label right there. He planted in the middle because we forgot about it. There's also some mustard sprouts. These right here, this is not mustard sprouts, these are actually ivy. The ivy is coming back. This stuff is very invasive, but we do have some sprouts right there and there. So it's coming. The chives are coming back and everything else is doing just fine. Hopefully we'll have some sprouts with the cilantro, parsley, dill, and oregano. And the Baldine peppers are doing great in their new home. They like it better than pots. Moving on, I'm going to start over here. Here is the corn and onion bed. As you can see, we have corn started here. We have onions coming up in between the corn rows. So I don't know if we're going to make it with knee-high by July, but we'll have some corn this year, so can't wait. And here's the tomato bed over here. The McDonald's Delight is doing fantastic, and I know Luke plans on making that one of his own varieties, so we're looking into doing that. Here's the 855 row. Everything is green and big and huge, and oh, lately we've been having an aphid issue. Found some aphid eggs on our broccoli and cauliflower plants. So these leaves were from a bush that had, oh, here's one right here, ladybug larvae on them. They look kind of odd. They don't look like ladybugs, but that one right there is morphing, and you can see that's what they look like. So they're going to eat our aphids for us. The eggplants are doing great, as well as the beefsteak tomatoes. We have flowers on some of the plants. We don't have any fruits on any yet, but there will be very soon. Here's the cherry red. Now these two, I don't know what's going on with them. Luke and I have no idea. They're sickly. The one in the back there is what it's supposed to look like. They were all planted at the same time. They're all from the same seeds, and so these two should be as big as the one in the back. We don't know what's wrong with it, or with them, so we're going to have to figure this out because we don't want the other plants getting infected, which they don't look like they are. So, and our humongous pink brandywine tomato. We do have big flower on here, right there. Hopefully it should be sprouting some tomatoes pretty soon. Here's the pepper bed. All the peppers doing fantastic. They've gotten taller. With the one pepper back here, it's doing great. Oh, and I know we have another pepper. There's a jalapeno pepper back here. Jalapeno. And I guess Luke tells me the peppercini. I don't see it though. There's a peppercini. Thank you, Luke. And over here we have the other tomato bed, our like 3/4 of a tomato bed. The Praxis Cherry is doing great, as well as the Hartman's Yellow Gooseberry, the San Marzano right down there. All of our Roma tomatoes look beautiful. The Super Marmon tomatoes look beautiful. Pink brandywines, pretty big, just like they always get for us. Fantastic tomatoes, Ace 55, and the McDonald's Delight. So all these varieties are doing great. Moving on, we have our broccoli and cauliflower bed with the 2 peppers on the end. We are going to pick our broccoli today. They're gonna flower soon. Problem is they've just been kind of in a shock of sorts, and that's why they're so early this year, because it was hot and cold and hot and cold, and so we have a few that need to be picked. There's little heads in there, but we're gonna pick them and eat them for dinner tonight. And the cauliflower over here, smaller than the broccoli, but yet doing great. We finally went to the store and got some slug go, as you saw, so we eliminated the slug issue in this bed. And these two peppers over here, they're flowering. The banana pepper actually has a banana pepper forming under that flower, which is going to fall off, or behind the flower. Same thing with the cayenne, so having some nice hot and sweet peppers. And the potato bed. I don't really have to say much. As you can see, it is humongous. Although, I have to stop Luke from trying to dig underneath to look at the potatoes, but they are starting to flower, which means there is activity going on underneath there. So, we're going to have some nice big potatoes by this fall. Here's the spinach. We're letting this stuff go to seed. We're just going to harvest the seeds, but we've gotten just as much as we can get from it. And we do have some radish sprouts coming up when we replanted the radish in this row and over there. Cucumber plants doing great. There's one there. There's a few over here. And this big guy over here. And a couple just along there that are a little behind, but they're doing good. And here's the other side of the spinach. Like I said, we've got just as much as we can get from it. We can pick off some more leaves if we really want, but they might be a little bitter because it's going to seed. There is a flower forming right there. So, I don't know. We'll see about that. And here are the beans, the big bean bed. I can't wait because I love beans and I want to pickle the beans. It'll be fantastic. They're growing good. They're doing great. They're looking big, and I can't wait. So, that all kind of rhymed for some reason. Here are the daikon radishes. I do need to space these guys out so we can actually have individual radishes. Here's our celery standing up. It's looking great. They're growing stalks, and I got a question for you, YouTube. Is this a good idea to hold up the celery plants? Is this what they do in the store, or when they grow celery, do they put something around it to hold it up? Just a question. We need to make sure we're doing the right thing here. Here are our beets. They're doing good. They're getting their second sets of leaves, and the seed leaves are not the only ones, so that's great. More daikon radishes here. Growing good. Here are the Imperator, Danver half long, and Ferris carrots all in here. They're getting bigger and they're doing good. Some have their second set of leaves. Yay. Okay. On to the newly formed garden. All of our plants are doing great. Still no sprouts on the cucumber and zucchini, but we just planted them the other day, so I'm not expecting too many. I do want to show you another thing that we got today. Look at this guy. Isn't he cute? I would love to name him. I don't know, just cause. So give us some names you guys think we should give him. Same thing over there. See a little mushroom? We're trying to get colors to match, and this is all we've got for decorating the garden. That's all we're really going to need. So we got the mushroom, the light, and we did pick up a sage plant today. Luke wanted to get one, and it was for very cheap at Meijer, so it was nice. And we have my little marigold pot here. Transplanted some of the marigolds in this pot. Tried to cut the stump as flat as I could. Didn't work out too well. And Luke's neighbor, she did one of the greatest things she could do. Well, for Luke that is, but we have more tomato plants. For all the help that we've given her with her plants and stuff, she decided to buy us some tomato plants from the local farmer market. And we have a lemon boy here. And another lemon boy. And then she also got us, which we don't have the lemon boy, but we do have these two, which that's no big deal. Get a Jet Star tomato and a Bonnie Best. So we're going to have even more tomatoes. Even though I don't like them, I decided I'll give them a try. Heck, why not? And then we've got our golden zucchini and green zucchini in the back here. Still no sprouts, but hey, it'll come. I also planted some sweet cherry peppers in between each zucchini seed, so hopefully those will come up soon as well. We have our golden sunrise tomatoes. Oh, where's the other one? Right down there. And there's two little guys over here. We decided not to plant any more peas along here because these aren't sturdy enough. They're kind of just more for show. So on to the back garden. I trimmed up these summer lilies so they don't look so bad along the path. Two little lights here. What's that?
And the bird feeder.
Oh! We got bird feeders. There's one here, it has the sunflower and wild bird seed mix. And then there's one, I'll show you on my way to the front garden. Oh, there's Luke. I'll show you on my way to the front garden. There's a thistle seed feeder. So I just cut all this, I trimmed it, looks good. Looks a lot better than it did. I can walk through here without rubbing on plants. Here's the back garden. Notice anything different? Pie tins. These have been keeping the birds away. Thank you for all your suggestions, YouTube. I really appreciate it. Luke appreciates it too. And I really like the one about the owl. I'm thinking about getting a plastic owl. Hey, seems like a good idea. Here's the spinach that we planted. There are some little sprouts coming up. Little guys there. And here's the cabbage. It's doing a lot better. I mean, it got attacked again last night. We still have the mouse traps up. Sorry you people who like the animals. I love them too, but I don't like them in my garden. Little pie tin here. Here's another cabbage plant. The two purple cabbage plants right here. Although I have some sad news, guys. The one cabbage plant that was over there we had to take out because it was gone. But it's okay. We still have 3 more. Luke put these yellow tent stakes here because he thought that the flashy colors will deter the birds. So far we haven't had a problem ever since he put them up. Here's more spinach in our little bed here, kind of little half moon shaped bed that we did. Now going along each row here is the Tom Thumb lettuce. I just love this lettuce. It looks beautiful. I love the heads that it forms. It just looks a lot better than the black-seeded Simpson to me. Here's the bok choy. Like we said in the last video, we're just letting it go to seed. We really don't know what it was supposed to look like. On the package it looked like celery stalks, you know, like celery stalks grow in groups like that. We have no idea what the heck happened, so we'll just leave them. Here's the black-seeded Simpson. It's getting bigger, it's doing good. And moving on to the blue curled Scotch kale. It got a lot bigger since the last time you guys have seen it. I don't know when to pick kale. Luke, do you know when to pick kale?
When it gets big enough. You can eat it at any time.
Okay, so maybe we could pick some today for a nice salad tonight. Here's just the regular old kale. Not really any specific type, just kale. And here's all of our tomatoes. There's the Bonnie Best, the Jet Star, the Champion. Look how strong this thing looks. It really looks like a champion. And the Supersonic tomato. And here's all the zucchini plants. That one's the biggest. They're doing all great. They're growing and looking good. So that's it for the back garden. And now I'm going to make my way up to the front garden. I'll show you the bird feeder on the way. And I can show you what's growing on up there.